and I'm Mike Tirico. The kicker has us set for the start. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Take over first down, at their own 26-yard line. Take it for 4 yards on the game's first play. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 5.
19 tight.
He'll look to throw. He'll get this out to his running back. And he'll get only a yard before he's out of bounds, and that's going to set up a 3rd down.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
Get it! Back row 80! Lightning, 18! 60 Maverick! 60 Maverick! Top low, 18!
They'll throw here on 3rd and short. That's a short one taken in by Conklin. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
And that will hit and go out of bounds just on the other side of midfield. At their own 49-yard line.
On the ready. 19, 2. Cowboy 80.
And this play going nowhere. He is taken down behind the line of scrimmage on their first play of the game.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
He's into space past the 25. And he will go all the way. Josh Oliver. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. That touchdown, number 11 on the year. The kicking team on for the extra point. His kick is good, and the Steelers will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. A return now from the 4. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. And out to the flat, and it's complete. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding him to just a short gain.
On the run to the right. That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
I know it fell for an incompletion, but pretty impressive. He was able to push that ball really far downfield as he was being hit. Really says a lot about the arm strength that this quarterback has.
Come on, come on. Hey.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. This one, up top for Dobbs. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Okay, great. 77 Wolf.
The 27-yard line.
Ready. Viking 18. Check smash. Check smash. Ready.
Now a run on first down. Good blocking to the 15. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10. That is a gain of 20. What a chance now. First and goal coming up.
Let's go now. Let's go.
Here's Vic. This one caught at the 4. And he'll take it on in. Josh Oliver. Touchdown Steelers. And his second touchdown of the game. Numbers 11, 12 on the season. Oh, do you believe it? It's no good. That is his first extra point miss of the season. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kicks away. This placed in the back of the landing zone. He'll return it from the 1, and he will get back to only about his 20-yard line. That's where the drive will start.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ready?
They'll begin here on the ground. He gets free. He's inside the 30. Inside the 10. And he is gone. 79 yards. Touchdown, Green Bay. Well, that's a way to start a drive. He takes it all the way to the house. I don't know what they were talking about on the last series, but they've come out on this series, Greg, with the right answer for the touchdown.
And, Mike, the reason a lot of teams start off drives with the run plays to allow themselves to operate ahead of the chains. Well, not this guy. He found the alley, he took it, and he's off to the races for 6.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's first and 10.
Cougar 19. Panther 60. Panther 60. Steady.
Here's Vic. He'll hang on to it. And a good job defensively to rally to the ball. They hold him to a short game.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You could see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going short game.
Here we go. Cougar 19.
Throwing is Vic. He'll go right and find his running back. And he's going to be out of bounds, just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 12 there. That's a Steeler first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Tag. Street. Cowboy 80. Rig alert. Rig alert. Ready,
They'll turn and hand this one off. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
By number 29. The tackle made at the 47-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's second and 6.
Let's go. 60 Eagles. 60. Viking 18. Panther 11. Panther 11.
To throw, here's Vic. A ball deep for the end zone. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Josh Oliver. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. His big game continues. His third touchdown in this one. Numbers 11, 12, and 13 on the year.
Makes the score Steelers 20. Packers 7.
teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Very good kickoff. Now a hit, and he lost the football. Special teams has come up with the recovery. And when we talk about momentum and trying to stop negative momentum, it's moments like this. Not only did you just give up the big score, but now, Greg, they've got to get that defense back on the field after the fumble.
Yeah, on one sideline, you're riding high. I mean, the last two plays could not have gone any better. And then on the other sideline, they couldn't have gone any worse.
This is caught for a touchdown. There is a penalty flag down. Let's see if this one holds up. Boswell now for the extra point. Now, how about this? It's a fake. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return starts from the 5. And not much doing on this return. Good coverage. And he'll stop in his tracks. Right at the 15-yard line.
Here we go. Cowboy 80. Cowboy 80. Tight. 19.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. That keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
60 boxes. 60 boxes. 60 boxes. 60 boxes.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. A 19-yard pickup there. Good for a Green Bay first down.
It's so early in the game, you have to be careful now as coaches and players that you don't find yourself trailing early and get out of your game plan. There is so much time left. Stick to what you've worked on all week. There's plenty of time to chip away and see if you can make this thing close come the fourth quarter.
And he'll be out of bounds. That's a nice gain, though, on first down. A pickup of 7. Just shy of midfield. Here's second down.
Cougar 19.
Now a give up the middle. And that'll be a gain of 2. And a first down.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. Second and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
On first and 10, they'll set up to throw. That's Dobbs open left side. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line. That's good for 27 and a first down. First and 10.
Let's go. Good.
Red zone now. He'll drop to throw. Now a screen set up for Barkley. This one going to be sniffed out. Blown up in the backfield. So we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. It's the Steelers with the early lead. And we're back to the Steel City after this. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
70, Tampa Wolf. 19, cut 19, cut 19.
Back to throw. And this ball incomplete on third down.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring fourth down right in the face.
The field goal unit staying put. They're going to line up and go for this on fourth down.
18 Cardinal.
They'll look to throw. That's to the sideline and intercepted. And the Steelers are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on fourth down.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings. 6 Panther Street. Okay.
Drive will start on the ground, and they'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to the second down play.
Deputy. Go.
To throw is Vick. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. That's hard. And he's going to take this one all the way. 81 yards. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. So the numbers starting to pile up here early. We haven't reached halftime, and he's already thrown 4 touchdown passes. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This taken at the 5. We'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. This drive starts at the 21. It's first and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Now a ball deep, middle of the field. That is brought in. And he'll be marked down to the 15-yard line.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
And the Packers first down. First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Looks like movement over there on the left side, and the flag is down.
Ready? Cougar 19. Viking 18. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Ready?
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Forced to his right. That one going to be intercepted in the end zone if he stayed in bounds. Now the officials say no. It is incomplete. Crisis averted for the offense, at least for the moment. A near turnover there.
Cowboy 80. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. He finds his tight end, Conklin. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Third and long.
Come on, set! Hawk 70, Hawk 70!
Now they'll set up to throw. To the end zone, it's intercepted. And the Steelers will take over at their own 14-yard line.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
Let's go. Ready,
Solid running there. He takes this up near the 35. That's a gain of 21 to open this drive.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
Room to run past midfield. And he will score. Touchdown Steelers. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. That back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
ready. 60 Eagles, 18, 5 here. Get it. Panther and left, Panthers, steady.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up. Complete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
19, here we go, go.
He'll look to throw. Forced out wide. Off he goes. And he is out of bounds. That's a couple yards short of the marker, and it'll bring up third down.
That's a smart play. Second down, don't force it if it's not there. He's able to tuck it, pick up some extra yards, and set up a more manageable third down.
And that is incomplete.
So prior to that third down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation. At that down and distance, they had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Force the incomplete, brings up fourth down.
Buffalo 18. Ready.
They do indeed snap as they'll try and throw. And he's going to have the first down. Aggressive call there. It works out as they convert on fourth down.
A little bit of a risky decision for some, Mike, but frankly, I really like it. I think the days of being aggressive on fourth down, even on your side of the field, are here to stay. And while some people say this is over-aggressive, in this case, the aggressiveness paid off, and we're going to keep this drive alive.
The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Michael Mayer, the tight end, was targeted with that one. And it'll bring up second down.
Ready. 70 Timberwolves.
Back to the air one more time. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
10 yards to go.
79 Broncos. Let's go. Ready.
He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on third down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on fourth down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
They will indeed go as they look to throw. He will have the conversion and more. And he's going to have the Packers first down. This is going to wind up being not just a conversion, but a play that flips the field as well.
Packers first down. A pickup on the play of 54 yards.
The ball's out. And And it will be another turnover as this defense does it again. Boy, that one hurts, Greg. They had a really nice drive going and moved it halfway down the field, but then fumbled down here in the red zone, and the defense comes up with a turnover.
Anytime you put together a drive of this length, Mike, you just want to come away with points.
He works free, right side. How about this? Racing to the end zone. And what an effort after the catch. He goes all the way. 93 yards. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there.
On the set. Panther 60. Panther 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Here we go. Go.
Throwing now on 1st and 10. This one up top for Dobbs. That one pinballs around, but is incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Tyler Conklin. And it'll lead to a 2nd down.
18, 5 in. Come on. Set. 18 Cardinal. Let go.
Forced out wide. Taking off. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. And it will be another turnover as this defense does it again.
That was a great play by the defense, Mike. He got a little sloppy with ball security as he leaves the pocket. They're able to knock it loose and put an end to this drive.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
Here we Cowboy 80. 60 Bison. Panther 11. 7 Pirates.
Ready. Here's Vic. That is caught. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. A big-time play for Pittsburgh. 32 yards. Now a chance to pay off that big play. They have it 1st and goal.
Cougar 19. I got it. 60 Bison. 6 Hawk 70. Ready?
Here's a run. He'll get maybe a yard down to the 4-yard line.
He was brought down at the 4-yard line. A pickup of
Inside the 5, it is 2nd and goal.
19. Viking 18.
Throwing now. Vic. He's got it at the 3. And he's close to the goal line, but didn't get in. Good job to make sure he doesn't cross the plane. And now it's 3rd and goal. Now Vic gonna run it himself. And he will not get in. The defense stands their ground, pushes him back, and they force 4th down.
Wow, so they decide to challenge them on the ground on 3rd and goal, Mike, and this defense answered. I think the takeaway is pretty clear. Next time you found yourself down in this situation, you got to throw the ball. Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Now a give on the ground, and he's got some space. Up past the 30 to about the 32-yard line. A pickup of 7.
Brings up 2nd and
Now
2.
a whistle. Looks like there was movement on the left side of that offensive line.
Timberwolves. 19 seconds. Go.
He'll take a shot down the middle of the field. It hangs up a bit too much. It's intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position. There's certain guys, Mike, that have earned the right to make those tight window throws. And that doesn't mean that he's not going to get himself into trouble from time to time, but we've seen throughout his career his ability to make throws that other guys are either uncomfortable or unable to make is a big reason why he's kind of in a class all of his own.
Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut, and he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track, because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
And he'll be out of bounds, well short of the line to gain, and that'll set up 4th down. Now Mike Tomlin going to send out the field goal unit. They'll put this one down at midfield. Here comes a 60-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good. And they are not able to add on to their big lead.
I'm prophetic. They only talk about it, how I get it. Only good for saving face, senior cosmetics. How many hands I gotta take to level my aesthetics? Hurry up and get your muscle up. We up the plyometric. Ran about the luxuries up the highest metric. The city just
Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The 3rd quarter is underway. And they will finally track him down, but not before he takes this to the other side of midfield.
On the jump. 19, charge.
Vic gonna look to throw. And they're gonna get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield.
Let's give credit where credit's due. Defensively, finding yourself down by this much at this stage of the game, they could just pack it in. They could say, all right, this one's over. We're moving on to next week. They're continuing to play hard. They're continuing to get after the quarterback, and nice start to this drive.
Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down. Now it looks like we have an injured Packer player on the field. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Here's 3rd and 7.
There you go, Jack. Viking 18.
Throwing is Vic. He's got his man complete to Johnson. That's catch number 5 tonight, and it's good for a 1st down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
That's in the end zone and intercepted.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
action. He'll set up to throw. He's going to take a shot down the field. He's got it! And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be first and goal. A big play to kick off this drive. 71 yards.
First and goal, Green Bay.
Let's go.
A run on first and goal. Looked like a lateral there, but now it's a free football. And he's going to take it in for the touchdown. Whoa! Have a friend in the right spot at the right time. The fumble, not a turnover, but a TD. Elliott now for the extra point. Oh, look at this. It's a fake. He's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
I just can't wrap my head around that decision, Mike. I mean, think about it this way. If you want to go for 2, by bringing your extra point unit on, you have to snap the ball from the 15. If you keep your offense on the field to go for 2, you get to snap the ball from the 2-yard line.
This one crushed. It's over the back line of the end zone. Touchback. And the ball's coming out to the 35.
Okay, ready? Set! 70 Timberwolves. Ready?
And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. 16 yards on the game, and a quick first down.
Pretty much just more of the same from what we saw with this back in the first half. And he doesn't need much. He gets a little bit of space, and then he can create the rest. It's the combination of patience, vision, and then the burst to hit the hole once he sees it. This guy's been a handful all day.
And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 46-yard line, a second down and 6.
Cowboy 80. Check smash. Check smash. Ready,
Now Warren. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Heck of an effort by this runner, Mike, just to get back to the line of scrimmage. I think most backs around the league, that play would have resulted in a loss, but not this guy. Continued to fight, continued to do everything he could to prevent the loss, but it still stopped for no gain.
They'll get 19 out of that play. Good for a Steeler first down.
Typically in a third down situation like this, Mike, you're thinking pass, but give credit to this offensive play caller. He flips his tendencies upside down, keeps the ball on the ground. Not only does he get a fresh set of downs, they pick up good yardage.
A carry here for Warren. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. From the 21, here's 2nd and 3. They'll stay on the ground with Warren. Into space. And they continue to be tough to stop. Chance to extend the lead even further as they are set up with first and goal.
The story of this drive has just been their ability to sustain and get fresh sets of down. Now, in this case, after picking up that big gain on the ground, they find themselves first and goal.
He'll be wrapped up there down at the 3-yard line. Ball a little closer now. It is 2nd and goal.
Get it. Let go.
Now, Vic. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Greg, nothing changed at halftime. They come right out to start this third quarter and pick up where they left off.
Well, I think this defensive coordinator is going to think back to his halftime speech, Mike, because whatever adjustments he thought they made, it obviously didn't resonate. What we saw happen in the first half, they picked right back up here to start the third quarter, and at this point, the offense has hit its stride, and they continue to pull away.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. Now an opening past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds on the return, and the drive will begin there.
Bronco 80, second Pirates.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down.
Here we go. 18 Cardinal, 18.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Well, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly in his 3rd and 10.
19 Tiger. 18 Pioneer.
He's going to let this one go deep. And that is incomplete.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. Truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
Again, working deep downfield. This one incomplete. Defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on down.
Okay, ready? Panther 11. Lightning 18.
To throw, here's Vic. A dive and a catch. Incredible. 6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a first down.
And that's what you call being fearless, going over the middle. That's not everybody's cup of tea in this league, Mike. Some guys love to operate outside the numbers, and some guys understand their role is in the middle of the field, and not only to make that catch, but to do it laying out. That's a big-time play to secure that one.
No handoff. He'll keep it himself. And he will do it himself. He's in. Touchdown, Steelers. And that is now a pair of rushing touchdowns. The quarterback giving it to them, Greg, with his legs in this one.
And we're starting to see, Mike, why this week this coaching staff told us they're encouraging this guy to do this more often. His ability to be a passer, but also a rusher, is an element to this offense that is hard for defenses to account for.
Friends is having kids. What's the use of having a world with no love? What's the use of having a life with no love? What's the use of ingredients with no sauce? What's the use of the physical with no source?
Play clock has expired. They're not going to get this one off on top. On for the extra point is Boswell. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This returnable from the 4. And not the best of returns. He'll dive to the ground, just give himself up.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings. Let's go. Not 60 Vikings, 60 Vikings. Let's go.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to dial up another deep ball. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and throw the guy a parade for ultimately what was an incompletion, but can we just take a second to appreciate the arm strength he was able to show there? I mean, I think that ball is over 60 yards in the air, and I would be surprised if they continue to just air it out and see if they can complete one of those.
Back to the air once more on second down. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up third down. They'll throw out of the gun. He's going to look downfield once again. And on third down, that ball incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
That is incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on fourth. Going to give the ball over on down.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready, ready, ready.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down.
And he's been on an absolute tear throughout this entire game, Mike. I mean, he's averaging over 10 yards per carry. And anytime you can run the ball with that explosiveness, it's just going to be hard to beat.
And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They hold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
Hold it ready.
This is 3rd and 6.
Bronco leading. Let's go now. Hawk 7, go.
To throw is Vick, and that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
The Steelers going to send out their field goal unit here. This from 30 yards out. He makes up for the earlier miss. This time, the kick is good. And the Steelers will extend their lead.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Gotta be Lions. Come back, team. Come back.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. going to air this one out, and that is incomplete.
They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ends up being a wasted down.
That's going to be incomplete, and the clock will stop. Likely one more play in this third quarter. 2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to third down and 10. He's got the tight end there, and he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this third quarter of play. So we are through 3, and Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. The offense staying out there for this fourth down.
70 Lions.
Throwing now from the gun. That's taken in by Conklin, the tight end. And he's going to have a Packers first down. This is going to wind up being not just a conversion, but a play that flips the field as well.
Buffalo 18.
Yards on the play. First down.
They'll look to throw yet again. Throwing over the middle, this one is complete. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings.
Gain of 16 yards. And a Packer first down.
70 Timberwolves.
Now someone up front moves early. Can't continue to make these mistakes if you're trying to mount a big comeback.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Ready.
They'll look to throw again. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Work to do now as they come up on second and long.
Here we go, sack.
Now, faking the give. In trouble, and down he goes.
That last sack is exactly why defensive coaches preach over and over. Just play the next down. Just continue to make them snap the ball again. You're one big defensive play from changing everything about this drive, and what once looked like a promising drive, following that sack, looks a little bit different now.
Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. This is caught for a touchdown. There is a penalty flag down. Let's see if this one holds up. Here's Elliott for the extra point. The Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. They will not get this one off. It'll be a delay of game. On is Elliott to add the extra point. And now, will you look at this? It's a fake. And this is not going to come close to fooling anyone. Hard to believe they thought that would work. It didn't. They come away with nothing on the extra point. Here is Bell on the return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return.
Okay, ready? Cougar 19. Ready? Ready, ready.
On the ground, it's Warren to start the drive. He gets free inside the 30. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. We might need a calculator before this one is done. It has been one-sided, and the route rolls on, Greg.
Absolutely, Mike, and they just keep piling on the points. I mean, this offensive play caller, he's saying it's never enough. I'm going to try to score with every possession, and we've seen him do that all game long.
That's the score. Steelers 74. Packers 19.
Get your money, y'all. I put money down on all of us, on my people now, on what I love. Ooh, baby, we run it down. Get to the minute, they shut us up. There's no rest to my shut it down. Whatever I get the money up. Believe it or not, put money down. I'm betting the odds on all of us. I do it for all of my people now. Put it on everything that I love. Yeah, on everything that I love. Nothing that can go wrong. Now we go from angry and mad to happy and glad to find a solution for us. We go from sorry and sad to ready to grab up and keep to the front. I want the money to cash.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 5. Great job there by the coverage team. They get him down at the 12.
Ready? Press lead. Trap 50. Trap 60. Here we go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. From his own end zone, he'll set up to throw. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down. On play action, he'll set up to throw, and that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. Going up top. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
You know, Mike, anytime you decide you're going to air it out backed up on your own goal line, you're taking a big risk, right? It's got to be out of your hand fast. Give the quarterback somewhere to go quick. But the defense knows that. They're attacking. They're taking some chances to jump some passes. We saw it there, and they're lucky that was just a turnover instead of a pick six.
Finding space at the 15. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. He's got another one. His second touchdown of the evening. Greg in the end zone again. I'm running out of different ways to say touchdown. They're doing it so often here today.
Mike, some offensive play callers, once they get the lead, it's just milk the clock and let's get out with a win. But not this coach. He is trying to score every single time they possess the ball.
That's the score. Steelers 81. Packers 19.
The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. This taken just shy of the goal line.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 1-yard line.
Play clock down to 0. That is not the way to start a drive. That'll march them back half the distance, and they'll go from there. That's a timeout for Green Bay. It'll be their second, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline.
Come on. Hit. 60 Bison. 60 Bison.
That's the throw. And the pressure too quick. He's sacked in the end zone. That's a safety. So instead of playing safe, the defense brings the heat, bring the quarterback down, and they'll walk off the field with 2 points.
In this situation, Mike, as an offense, you have to be prepared for the blitz. You know the defense smells blood. They want to come get you in the end zone and get 2 points. And that's exactly what they were able to do.
So after that safety, it is a free kick, and that comes from the 20. Now things go from bad to worse. After giving up the safety, the free kick goes out of bounds.
Okay, break.
They'll run it on the inside handoff. There he goes, inside the 30. And he will score again. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. His big night continues. His 3rd touchdown of the game. And making a hat trick. That is his 3rd rushing touchdown of the game. A big reason his team is on top.
And so far, Mike, this run game has been the difference, and we're going to see in the second half. Now, can they protect this lead? Because, Mike, that's where a run game has its most value. And so far, this guy's been incredible.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. He'll start at the 4.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 4-yard line.
you lying?
From down near his goal line, he'll look to throw. On the move left.
You know, Mike, nice job here by the quarterback, just understanding on these early downs, you just don't want to go backwards. So he's able to avoid the negative play, pick up a little bit, and mostly avoid the sack.
So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. And they will not get the snap off in time, and it's going to back them up halfway.
Ready up. Let's go now. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Set up. Ready, ready.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
And now compounding the issue here, we're going to get a delay.
Seven Pirates. Ready. 19, go.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because, think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
And they will not get the snap off in time, and it's going to back them up halfway.